All right. Now what is this? Oh, it's a face. Okay, this is creepy. Oh, we put it on here. Aw. Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to Kirby Planet Robobot for 3DS. This is part 8, where we'll continue on with World 3, but if you do need to catch up, there is a playlist at the top of the description. It looks like Kirby is going after another one of those load-bearing screws. Hopefully that'll help us take down this giant robot drilling into Popstar here. And ooh, some of these enemies are leading that sub. They're teaming up. Those are the big cousins to Blippers, Mamanti. And it does really seem like the people that are invading, the robots here, are able to bribe most of the creatures in Dreamland to help them out. They're offering them little mech suits and robot enhancements and stuff like that. But I wonder what the robots want here. They're drilling into the planet. Maybe they need food to power their little mechs. Ooh, that would be kind of cool, because there's a lot of food here in Dreamland. Now, we could use Ninja. We did use it a little bit in an earlier episode, but I've been waiting a while to try this out. We're going to scan in a new Kirby series amiibo, the return of the king. It's the King Dedede custom hammer ability, and we'll heal off the damage from that ninja. There we go. So pretty similar to hammer, but we look a little cooler and cuter. And this giant hammer is on loan from the king himself. It'll say that even if you're using the normal hammer ability. It's all the same there, and don't dash and hit X unless you want to lose your hammer, but it is kind of cool to throw it out and do a bunch of damage. So yeah, we have King Dedede's little hat here, and the feet and everything look very similar. We are kind of sliding around though. We're at the whims of the stage movement. Try to hit this switch. Ooh, there we go. So it's probably showing us the mechanic for this level is getting these gears to go the right way. Hey, little guy. Sorry. He's out of water, and a squid out of water can't do too much unless they've got a super soaker. Okay, so, ooh, geez. Yeah, this is a very strong ability, and it has a lot of utility. I like that the fiery hammer you can use will help you light the cannons and different stuff. You don't have to switch abilities too often when you have one of these. Ooh, star, no star, star, chest. Okay, maybe that's... We got Mike in the background. I'm not going to worry about him, though. I got to be careful of that little guy, though. Hothead, I think is his name. So, star, there we go. Yeah, it is the warp stars, probably. We don't want to hit the next one that we find, though, if we're going to follow that pattern. And sorry, Mike, you're cool and all, but I'm sticking with my hammer here. Let's do some little fiery... There we go, you get him caught in it. It's like in Smash Brothers when Lucario is... I know Dedede's in Smash Brothers, but when Lucario has the Aura Sphere charging up and you do damage, it reminded me of that. But Dedede has his own hammer. I don't think it does any, like, passive damage. This is the one we want to do, right? Hey, there's another Mamanti. What happened? He was betrayed by the invaders or something. There's a nice pineapple, and hopefully this is the door we wanted to go into. Let's see here. Nice. Lots of snacks, some sundaes, a little float there, whatever that green liquid is in that float. It still looks good. All of this sounds good on a warm summer's day. Okay, so we got our first code cube, and I'm gonna try to stick with this as long as I can. If we do lose it, we can't scan it in again until we go to the next stage. We do have our Robobot armor, though. But look, he's still a little blue Kirby in there. Hey, ESP mode. Okay, good. This has a, I forgot to mention it before, but the up and B move, PSI Storm, is kind of like PK Star Storm, which is a really powerful move in the Mother games and Earthbound. All right, I'm gonna push that over. So now we have this little thing. What are we gonna do with this? Can we get up somewhere? There's a spark ability. I don't know if we need that, because PSI is so strong. Just want to keep using this. I'm trying not to use any of the overpowered abilities too much. I know this is the one that most people say is way too strong. Ooh, what are we doing back here? Oh, we're going to need that crate, aren't we? Okay, let me push this back real quick. There we go. Crank it. There we are. And then I have to leave it there. That's why this... I was like, why do we need this box? We can just double jump our way up. But there we go. And now this should help us get whatever is back here. I don't even have to move it. Just boost off of it. There we go. Oh, golden sticker. Okay, not too bad. I've got some animal buddies on my little Robobot armor right now. But we can change that in the future. Hey, what is this robot up to? Get out of here. Oh, that's the guy we destroyed him before, and he didn't have a chance to attack us. There we go. Okay, I was like, there's something in the foreground there. and luckily that didn't fall. I'm always worried with the chests. When you find a code cube in a chest, in most Kirby games, there's always the risk of the chest like falling down into a spot that you can't get to it. But we've got 2 out of 3 already. Hey, Naughty's taking a little snooze there. We gotta make sure we're getting into the background quick enough to hit some of these switches. There we go. All right. Yeah, this is auto-scrolling levels are always stressful, but when you gotta deal with gotta deal with enemies and a bunch of stuff trying to slow you down or stop you in your tracks, it's gonna make it even harder. Yeah, we have to hit these to open the doors, or else we're gonna get squished. Okay. Ooh, and the lasers don't make it any easier. There's a lot of good use of 3D. A lot of the games that have been coming out recently, despite being later in the 3DS life cycle, it does feel like they still make really good use of 3D. The new Rhythm Heaven game that I've been playing as well has some cool 3D effects too. It's really, yeah, surprisingly, there we go, for a game that's mostly like 2D, you know, it's got a lot of drawn looking characters and stuff and mostly animated looking, but it has a lot of good effects. Let me try to, no, oh no, my precious penguin sparrow man. I'm not gonna get, not gonna get that star because it's not worth it. I didn't want to get squished there right at the end of the stage. We're gonna jump in here and launch ourselves almost to the end. I need a good Dedede sticker for my Robobot armor. I think we have some, but let's see what we get here. Okay, so I do have some other amiibo if we end up wanting to mix it up a little bit. Ooh, fries, a burger, delicious stuff. There we go. That's a great face. The Dedede ball. Okay, I asked and I received the People of the Sky sticker from Triple Deluxe. They were adorable. I don't know if we're really just kind of saving Dreamland this time. Kirby's not helping out any other people. He's just fighting off these invaders. And ooh, ice cream and desserts. They're mixing it up a little bit here because, yeah, we've had some water stages, but are we getting into some, like, chili stuff here? Let's find out. I'm going to keep my hammer, I guess, for now, but if we do need... Ooh, yeah, there's like a big old ice cream cone. Whoa! Talk about 3D! It got on the screen there. We got a chili. Are we going to need some ice abilities here as we go around on popsicles? Those little guys were actually in Return to Dreamland. I was talking about them last time. The little bug turtle dudes. There they are. I think they're called Wolf. And yeah, they've been in other games. I am going to need the ice ability here, it looks like. Ooh, if I don't destroy everything. There's a beetle there as well. I missed the beetle, but, you know, we could always go back to Return to Dreamland. Or not Return to Dreamland, Triple Deluxe, and play through. But if I play that again, I'd want to play Dedede's little quest that we didn't try out before. Anyways, there we go. I feel bad that I got rid of my my special Penguin King Monarch powers, but we're gonna need to use ice abilities if we want to cool off some of this stuff here. Oh, jeez, I got flattened. I know it's just ice cream. You'd think it'd be soft, but it is huge, so it makes sense that it could crush a Kirby. Freeze enemies with ice breath. You can also glide gracefully along the ground with ice skate. So we can skate around, we can sprinkle, we can super ice sprinkle and grab stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of powers for this one, and block and kind of scatter the ice around. There we go. All right, let's be careful now. Is there anything hidden over here? Got an energy drink. Okay, we're good, we're good. Hey, I thought he was in yeah, sometimes I get fooled. I thought that glunk was in the foreground, but he was right there. Okay, let's slide our way up. Trying to be careful to to skate artfully. Trying to be careful to not miss any of the code cubes. But again, if we do miss any of them, if I don't notice them or solve the puzzle right away or anything, then we can go back. Whoa, that was cool. Kirby was like sitting on his little rump there, and I thought he was just, you know, getting ready to start skating, but he had an enemy that he had trapped. Hey, get out of here. I do like that you can kick them around and hit other enemies. That reminds me, what was the game where... There's a few games that have that mechanic. Whoa, we don't have to worry about that right now, though. Go, go, go. Skate your way to victory, Kirby. He's just, yeah, just blazing through like a deadly figure skater. But there's a bunch of games that have the freeze the enemies and kind of like knock them into other enemies mechanic. And I don't know if Kirby was like the first or anything, but it is kind of a cool little ability. I'm thinking of, I can't remember if it ever came over here, but I watch a lot of Game Center CX. It's a a show in Japan where there's a comedian that plays a lot of games and stuff, and he's not very good at them, but he plays them and tries to, spend like a whole day beating them. But there was a game he played called Kickle Cubicle, and I don't know if that ever came over here, but it was like these cool little puzzles where you're running around from like an overhead view, and you would like freeze enemies and kick them into other enemies and stuff. But yeah, that mechanic's in. Maybe I'm thinking of Lolo. That's another one that's linked in with Kirby. But anyways, yeah, lots of games have that in it. Not too many games have giant ice cream cones trying to crush you, though, so this is a unique experience. Can we freeze that? Ooh, nice. Okay. We had to make the sacrifice to use this power here if we're gonna, get this battery. I wonder if I could just kind of skate through this. Ooh, that's all we need to do, right? Oh, no. No. Ooh, gotta be careful here because we lost our ice ability. Oh, no, it's up here as well. There we go. Yeah, the puzzles sometimes are a little more forgiving. We are getting farther on where if I mess this up, that battery might not come back. I don't know. Anyways, we did get the code cube there. But yeah, a lot of the earlier Kirby games tended to be pretty unforgiving with the puzzles where it's like, oh, you did it wrong, you gotta play the entire stage again and come back to that to try to get it. Gonna be careful here. Let's jump back in the foreground. Yeah, the ice cream cones are a threat no matter where you are in the stage because they're gonna start in the background and go all the way over here and make me very hungry for a soft serve cone. All right. I might try to do another stage in this because I think the worlds are starting to get longer now. We have an extra stage in here, and we have a new Robobot mode. I don't think we've tried this one out. Ice mode, and Ice Cold Crusher. Evil shivers at the mere sight of Snowstorm. Oh, let me see what Snowstorm even is. So we can angle it, and we have a Speed Skater ability and a Blizzard Lance. So this is Snowstorm. Ooh, that's cool. We can freeze stuff, we can dash around as a speed skater, and then, what is this Ice Lance thing? There we go. We can kind of charge it if we tap it a few times and hold it. There we go. All right, now what is this? Oh, it's a face. Okay, this is creepy. Oh, we put it on here. Aww. I know there's other Kirby games where we're making snowmen, but these guys are even cuter. They're little ice cream men. And they have tiny hats. They look like the Jack-in-the-Box guy. I don't have a Jack-in-the-Box anywhere near me that I know of, but yeah, that's a popular fast food chain. Oh, no, he's dying. Oh, jeez. Oh, save him. He's being melted. I shouldn't have set him down there. I think he's okay. There we go. Yeah, that's like a heater. You got anything special for me with your little... He has Kirby little lump arms, but they're scoops of ice cream. Okay. We got... Whoa. Open those up. Ooh, I bet we're going to be able to freeze those. All right. Let's try that. Yeah, cool. So now we can walk on these. Was there something back here? Just saw another one of these sad ice cream boys. Let's grab him and take him. He's so happy when he's not dying of melting, but... Ooh, oh, geez. We're going to have to take him through and look out for Gordos. No. He needs another boost of chili love here. All right. Ooh, we got those in the way. Let me fix that before we go too far with our ice cream boy. All right. I think we're good. You ready? You're all... he's not going to respond. He's just going to be happy either way. Oh, geez. What if we put him on there when he's not quite ready? Oh, no. We have to freeze him. There we go. I was going to say, I hope it doesn't mess up the reward. What? Yeah, all right. We got the... I turned into a pirate for some reason. Got the last code cube, and we are out of here. Let's do one more level. Because, yeah, I think they start doing 5 normal levels, and the bonus level's still in there. But we have an extra normal level here to complete. And we have our ice ability. I was going to say, there's only one amiibo that gives you the ice power. And I don't know, you guys might be able to guess it. It's kind of funny. It's Rosalina. And I don't know if they did that because space... There we go. I asked for DDD stickers and we received. But yeah, I don't know if it's because space is cold or, there's some ice abilities in the Mario Galaxy games. But with Rosalina, I think partly it's because even though she came after Rosalina, people are going to mix her up with Elsa from Frozen. So they're like, whatever, yep, we'll just do that as the ability. Okay, we're going to jump in here and see what this next stage holds. This should be the last normal stage, though, and then we'll unlock the boss. Ooh, we're underwater, so that ice power is not going to be too useful. Look at these cool jellyfish lanterns. And this guy's hanging. I think his name's Krabby. He's not like the Pokemon. He's not that new, or not that old. Sorry, I thought he was around for a while, but he was in Triple Deluxe. He just, I think, debuted in Return to Dreamland, like a lot of these newer enemies, because this game was developed by the same team for the most part, I believe. Those are very scary robo shark things. They might be tuna, because they're kind of weird. Look, oh, we're going behind some of this stuff. Is there gonna be something hidden back here? There probably will. Yeah, they're playing with the 3D. I gotta keep my eyes open. But yeah, a lot of the enemies that I don't remember from earlier Kirby games are probably from Return to Dreamland. I think I mentioned in the comments of talking to you guys in there about Kirby stuff and other things, but hey, secrets. But yeah, I was talking about how I kind of skipped out on. Ooh, no. I don't want to skip out on this. What are we getting here? Battery. Ooh. Gotta get that 1 star. But yeah, I kind of missed out on Return to Dreamland because I figured it was like a multiplayer experience for the most part. And it does have a cool multiplayer mode where you can have up to 4 people playing along and have, you know, Bandana Waddle Dee and Meta Knight and King Dedede all helping each other out. This is the one we want to go into, right? So yeah, it has that feature, but I didn't realize I probably should go back and play it because I think it's kind of underrated. A lot of the time people were maybe expecting something crazy out of a Kirby game, and they mostly got a more standard style, you know, a return to form for Kirby. And then that game kind of went into the process of how we got Triple Deluxe in this game. So we got new stuff in these newer Kirby titles, but they are more faithful to the old games. Ooh, there's the mirror ability. There's ESP. Let's get that. I will show you guys real quick too, since I've got it here, that Rosalina, there's a lot of ice in this stage, so might as well just show you guys. There we go. Trying to scan them in. I don't think we get anything if we scan all of them in or anything, but just wanted to feature Rosalina and Luma. And I do like ESP, but we have a Bonkers here. Let me see if I can beat him with the ice ability. Careful. Doesn't this has a like ice drop thing that we can do, right? Ooh. Let me look at my moves real quick because I forget. He's almost dead anyways. Ice either up. Okay, so we can like grab him and oh, he's a mini boss, so we might not be able to do that. Hey. Whoa, he's spinning. Bonkers. Don't be a jerk, Bonkers. Whoa, he's going into the foreground too. Hey, get out of here. There we go. And I know we just grabbed that, but if we eat him up, I think that's why this is over here, right? We got a little switch to hit and a 1-up for us. We have a little, this is the normal hammer ability, just a normal bandana. I kind of want to, if we're going to be using a hammer, I think I'm just going to do this again, guys. There we go. I know it doesn't make much of a difference, but I love Dedede. Something about his design, when I first started playing Kirby, that was like the character that I was like, I instantly fell in love with this weird bird king. He's got a lot of old-fashioned clothing, like he has this big flowing robe. And the back of that, I know a lot of people probably had a similar situation. I thought that was like a rabbit ears on his robe, but I'm pretty sure it's just the like peace sign or victory sign, because he's kind of, you know, it's Japanese, so they usually use that for like victory. And yeah, he's I think aspirationally wearing that robe, thinking that one day he's gonna beat Kirby. But yeah, and then his little belly warmer, I didn't know what that was at the time either when I first played a Kirby game. We got a thing that we can hop over here. I want to check this down area. But yeah, his Haramaki is what they're called, those little belly warmers. And it's kind of funny, I thought of Dedede as being like old-fashioned because he is like a king, and he wears the Haramaki, which used to be kind of associated with like older men and an older style of Japan, but I know more recently they've come back into style, and there's a link to the Kirby games with that, because Shigesato Itoi, the guy who created the Earthbound games, which Hal also worked on, the Kirby developers, he actually has, with his company, has kind of brought back the little belly warmers into style. And do we want to go down there, or do we want to We went the right way. Yeah, we jumped back here. Just trying to keep this straight and make sure I'm not missing anything. But yeah, the belly warmers are more popular now. And when I went to Japan, I haven't talked too much about this. Woo. And we can't talk too much about this now because I gotta get this battery before it falls all the way down. This is making me think of like the cafe side quest, trying to get that mask in time. But anyways, when I visited Japan last year, I know I mentioned that sometimes, Danielle and I went to Japan for a bit, just a week, but it had a lot of cool experiences, and we were able to actually meet Earthbound's creator, and I did see the like little Mr. Saturn Haramaki in his office, because they design and sell those, and there's a few of them that are Earthbound themed. But anyways, it's just kind of a strange little connection that I didn't think about with King Dedede and the Earthbound games as well. Okay. I like how there's different patterns. Like, that's the popular way is to have a bunch of different patterns on those belly warmers to go with different outfits and stuff and keep you warm even if it's super cold. I know over there, like, there's a lot of worry about overheating when you're working in the office late, so they, like, crank the air really cold, and then you gotta wear one of those belly warmers to stay warm. But anyways, trying to mention some of the connections that I'm thinking about with the different characters, because I know I mentioned I love King Dedede, and his style is just so weird that I had to mention the different Haramaki, which are kind of cool in Smash Brothers. You get little Waddle Dee ones and stuff like that. We're getting a bunch of the Squeak Squad here, and another Dedede. So we got a lot of Dedede stickers. Maybe I'll redecorate my Robobot armor for the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you, let me know if you too much weird info about Bird Kings. Let me know in the comments, and if not, I'll keep talking about random weird stuff as we play through. Next time, we will take on the boss. We did unlock that firewall, and we also unlocked the EX stage. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. I'll see you then for more Kirby Planet Robobot, and don't forget to suggest any amiibo you want to see. Then, goodbye.